Hi ladies, I want to talk about journaling today. It's so important that we journal. People talk about journaling in the capacity of keeping their goals straight, and they can keep their records of their successes, whether you want to lose 10 pounds and how you lose so much everywhere you go. But for us, journaling is more than that. Journaling is a way of keeping a record of how you're progressing in your grief. If you keep a record of how you're grieving and your feelings, and at what point your feelings are making you feel angry, how come you're sad that day? Did somebody say something to you that you found upsetting? Did something happen at work? Did you go out with a group of friends and feel that you were out of sync because they were all couples? How did you feel about that? It's important to keep a record of how we feel so that we can understand our own feelings. Sometimes when you're right in the midst of everything, you don't really have the clarity to see that your feelings are affecting your emotions. And because of that, you might be a little bit more sensitive about everything that's going on around you. If you have to sell your husband's truck or his tools or his golf clubs, as I had to sell Donnie's, it has an effect on you. You feel like eventually they're going to just disappear from your lives because those things are disappearing from your life. It's important to understand how you feel. If you document it in the papers of a journal, and a year from now, you can read what was going on in your life, and you can see, well, I'm much better. I was able to sell his lawnmower today or his chainsaw, and it didn't affect me like selling his motorcycle a year ago. We can see where we're coming to terms with our grief. We can talk about maybe we went on a trip and we actually had our first laugh, and we could see that a year ago that wasn't possible. If we have a journal and we keep track of our feelings and our emotions and how we have progressed in our grief, we'll have a better understanding that we're maybe moving through our grief to the point where we're healing. And that's a relief. Sometimes we don't know if we're ever going to get past our grieving and we feel stuck. And that's because we can have our bad days. But just because we have our bad days here and there where we do have a crying spell or we just feel in a flunk and don't want to get out of bed, doesn't mean that we are as far back as we were in the early days of our grieving. It just means that we're having a flunky day. And we have to just understand the process of having those kind of emotions and feelings. I think it's very important. If we document it, we can read in our past and see just how far we have progressed. So please keep a journal. Write out all your feelings and your emotions and what triggered what, and it will help you with your grieving so that you can go into your healing. I hope you follow this advice because it's one of the most important things you can do. Please come back and see me again another time, and thank you for subscribing to this channel. Bye-bye.